Blazing sun harsh enough to burn the skin, salty sea air thick enough to choke on. For a bunch of greenhouse flowers isolated in a sheltered campus, occasional stimulation of this sort is probably a healthy thing. After unpacking our things from the cars, I set up a beach towel and umbrella to establish a base camp. A few feet away, Michiru sits motionless on the burning sand, limp as a rag doll.
海だ。
It's all too apparent that the ferocious horizontal G-forces and rapid shifts in momentum she experienced inside Amane's White Devil jarred Michiru's internal organs. Her powerless, insipid smile suggests the possibility of brain damage. She resembles nothing so much as a soldier wasting away from dengue fever. Her glazed eyes seem to be fixed on the gate to nirvana. It's a truly pitiful spectacle. I bite my lower lip and avert my eyes. Michiru, can you hear my voice? I call out to her, but there's no response. Fortunately, in the next moment, an experienced orderly appears to assume caretaking duties.
みちる様、まだご気分が優れませんか？ああ、放っておいて。すぐ元気になるから。私のことは置いていって、先に進んで。そうは申されましても、こんな場所でぼーっとしていては熱中症になってしまいますよ。せめて水着に着替えましょう。私が海の家までお連れいたしますから。ばあ。
As Michiru mews like a dispirited goat, Sachi wraps both arms around her from behind and begins to drag her off across the beach like a sack of potatoes. A familiar scene by this point. Sachi is clearly pretty used to the job herself.
というわけで、私たちは海の家で着替えてくるけど。
Yeah, I'll stay here and look after the stuff.
そう、じゃあすぐに戻るからお願いね。
Got it. As a man, getting down to my swim trunks is a simple matter of taking off my outer clothes on the spot. But I guess girls tend to want more privacy. Of course, it might be pushing it a little bit to refer to the eldest member of our group as a girl. And there's a certain female cyborg among us who would probably respond to the words, "Let's get changed," with an immediate certainty, and then instantly begin stripping off her maid uniform. Not to mention the shrimp who'd fling her hands into the air and cheerfully shout, "Take 'em off for me!" And rounding out the set, a ludicrously top-heavy, totally shameless big sister type, who'd turn putting on her swimsuit into a free show for every male on the beach. Now that I think about it, Sakaki actually seems like the most normal of the bunch. Weird.
私が何か？
That didn't take long. If it isn't Sakaki Yumiko, Mihama's exemplar of normality.
何それ？皮肉のつもり？
No, that's honestly what I think. Basically, you're not much fun. A sober woman, right down to the design of your swimsuit. But that's honestly what suits you best. You look good.
あなたに言われなくても地味なのは自分で理解しているわ。そうやってバカにしていればいいのよ。
It wasn't my intention to make fun of you. I said you look good, didn't I?
地味で面白みがないって言ったわ。
What's wrong with sober? You're not wearing the swimsuit to get laughs, are you? That look fits you perfectly, Sakaki.
そうならいいわ。
Hey, what? Hold on. Where are you going all of a sudden?
何？
We're not on school grounds today, so everyone's acting as a group. Don't just wander off by yourself.
海の家でサマーベッドを借りたから向こうの木陰で本を読むわ。
Sakaki, we came all the way out to the beach, right? You can read whenever you want.
これからみんなで何かをするの？
No, nothing set in stone yet, but...
決まったら呼んでちょうだい。
Hey. Guess a change of location isn't enough to get that girl to play well with others.
あれは照れてるんじゃないかな。
Why would she be?
ユージが水着を褒めたりするからだよ。
Oh, I see. Incidentally, care to explain that thing? Looking to get laughs?
変かなこれ。
I'm not sure if that's the right word, but just what kind of a swimsuit is that? No. Does that thing even qualify as a swimsuit in the first place? Seems more like a few pieces of string.
ああ、確かに欠陥品かも。これ動くと横から胸がこぼれちゃうのよね。
That's because you're wearing it so loosely. Why don't you tighten the top?
それがさ、あんまりきつく縛るとこうおっぱいがぽよっとはみ出すっていうか、なんか無駄にエロくなるっていうか、お歳暮のハムみたいだしさ。
Well, in your case, I guess anything but a sexy swimsuit would have felt like a letdown in terms of character consistency.
でしょ？ねえ、どう？似合ってる？
Well, yes. It's certainly an appropriate choice, to the point that it's hard to imagine anybody but you wearing it. That's really nothing to giggle about. Wait, Amane, you started snacking already?
ああ、これ？海の家で着替え終わって出てきたら、お店の人がタダでくれたんだもの。焼きとうもろこし食べる？
Tell me, why do you always eat rod-shaped things like you're auditioning for a softcore porno? Do you really need to lick and slurp your way around it with that dirty gleam in your eye?
エッチな顔してるかな？
Alright, try eating some. We'll do a little test.
おいしい。
Amane's slightly plump lips crawl across the surface of the corn. Every once in a while, with a light pant of breath through her nose, she sinks her teeth in with an expression of ecstasy. Hold it, Amane. Take a look around you. Amane's white teeth peek out from between her pink lips as she separates her mouth from the corn with a wet pop. Looking around her, she finds every male nearby red from ear to ear, stealthily shooting glances in her direction.
あれ？なんでみんなこっち見てんの？
Because you're eating that thing in a very weird way.
そう？変かな？誰がどう見てもエロいことしてるようにしか見えないのよさ。
Look, you. I was tiptoeing around that for a reason. How about a little sympathy for all the poor guys who just jerk their eyes away awkwardly?
なことよりどう？私セクシーじゃね？
Black, is it? Pretty bold color selection.
黒は女を妖艶に見せるのよ。あまねえに選んでもらったのよさ。へへ、いいでしょう。デザイン一緒で色違いなんだよ。
Well, it's not that big a problem in Makina's case. But I really think you should have chosen something with a little more cloth, Amane.
そう？
And even as you speak, your tits begin to fall out of your top.
やば、こぼれるこぼれる。
As for Makina, your stomach is kind of poking out there, you know.
お？このぼっこりしたお腹が可愛いってあまねえは言ってたのよ。下手に隠すより思い切ってお腹出しちゃって黒い水着でコントラストつけた方が目立たないでしょ？
Well, I guess that is more your style, Makina. So it's all good. Where's that ominous sound coming from? Sounds like something dragging itself across the sand. And that moan of bitter woe. What on earth?
私みちる、ちょっとあんた大丈夫なの？もう少し休んでた方が。冗談じゃないわよ。せっかく海に来たのに休んでなんか。チルしっかり、海はもうすぐそこなのよ。海
Michiru takes one quavering step forward, then crumbles on the spot. Without missing a beat, she begins to crawl her way toward the water, clawing the sandy beach for traction. What is it about the sea that drives her to such lengths? すごい執念ね。 Having come to the beach, I think she feels obligated to enjoy it to the fullest, even if it literally kills her. Before long, Michiru's strength fails her, and her valiant struggle comes to a halt. Lying flat on her side, she begins to gnash her teeth and bewail her weakness.
チルチル泣いてるのよさ。なんだろうこの騎士か。こんなシーンを以前どこかで見たような。それはきっと先週のレイブ教授のアメイジングアニマルで番組後半にやってたウミガメの産卵のシーンじゃないかな。おーい、そうそれそれ。卵を産み終えたウミガメのお母さんが海に帰るシーンにそっくりなのよさ。チルチル頑張って。私ウミガメじゃないわよ。うまーんだから私はガメじゃないってのよ。みちる様、何か私にお手伝いできることはないですか？情けは無用よ。私は石でも自力で海へ。おお、なかなかの根性な。じゃあチルチルのことはほっといて、私たちはいち早く海を堪能するのよさ。あ、待ってマキちゃん。若い人は元気があっていいわね。
Come on, Chizuru. You're still young yourself.
またそんな見えすいたお世辞を言って。
What? You don't want my flattery? If so, it's less work for me, so no skin off my nose.
どうしてそういう意地悪を言うんです？
Sorry, that wasn't my real intention. Truth is, I've always been the childish sort of guy who teases girls to try and get their attention. Haven't grown out of it yet.
ずるい子。
Guilty as charged.
おーい、ユージー。ほら、呼んでるわよ。行ってきたら。
You aren't going to swim, Chizuru?
私はいいわ。荷物番してるから、あなたは行ってきなさいな。
But I'm the one who invited you to the beach. Doesn't really seem right to just leave you alone.
教員相手に真面目な顔してそういうこと言わないの。
Not trying to be pushy here, but my master always told me to give women 2 chances to say yes. Why don't we swim together, Chizuru?
私、泳げないのよ。
Want me to teach you?
嬉しいけど、それはまた今度ね。
Alright. In that case, I'll see you later.
はい、いってらっしゃい。
She's officially our chaperone, and I guess it's understandable that she can't romp around with her students. But we came all the way out to this nice beach, right? I don't think anyone would complain if she flitted around a little bit. When I look back, the principal's sitting under the beach parasol with one arm wrapped around her knees, fluttering a hand to urge me away. With a small shrug, I turn my back on her and head for the sea.
学園長の方はもういいの？
Not a problem. I'll give her a nice pat on the ass later. More importantly, did you need me for something?
ねえユージ、あんた泳げる？
Well enough.
どのぐらいのレベルで？
Kind of hard to say exactly. Let's see. I'm good enough to earn a sea card diving qualification, I guess. When I was in America, I picked up a good number of diving credentials. Even after returning to Japan, I did a bit of rowboat training with a group of combat engineers. I'm nowhere near the level of a specialized diver from the special ops branch, but for more typical purposes, there shouldn't be any problem with my ability to handle myself in the water. It's been a while since I last swam in the ocean, but I don't anticipate any difficulties.
じゃあさ、マキナに水泳を教えてあげてくれないかな？
I don't mind, but my lessons tend to be pretty severe, you know? How about you teach her instead, Amane?
いや、私もできればそうしたいんだけどね。
What? You can't swim either?
泳げないっていうか、泳ぐと水着が脱げちゃうっていうか、ポロリとこぼれちゃうというか。
For future reference, a swimsuit should generally be something you actually are capable of swimming in.
私も油断してっとパイオツがポロリしちゃうのよさ。
Yes, because the cloth barely has anything to catch on. The same problem my ass. You know no shame, shrimp.
失敬だな。これでも一応脇の下の全肉寄せ集めてんのよ。
Can you explain to me how I'm supposed to teach the girl anything when her swimsuit's going to fall off after a few strokes?
だからさ、軽くコツみたいなものをゆるっと教えてあげればそれでいいのよ。今日は遊びに来てんだから、あんま本気にならないでいいんじゃない？
Such carelessness has led many to a watery grave.
そうやって何でも真剣に向き合うのは悪いことじゃないけど、たまには何も考えずに遊んでみたらどうなの？
Easier said than done.
まあまあ、とりあえず浮き輪もあるし、沖まで行こうよ。そしたら触らしてあげるのよ。
And why would I do that?
じゃあ私のも触らせてあげるからさ。ほらほら。
Hey, you're pushy, woman.
貧乳だけどツンと上を向いた値。巨乳な上にエロい値。さあどっち？
I'm not going to decide anything.
つまり両方欲しいと。もうお兄ちゃんたら欲しがりね。エッチ。
Say what you want.
海にたどり着けないならせめて砂遊びだけでも満喫してやるんだから。よろしいのですか？何がよ。みちる様がそうして砂と戯れている間に風見さんはおっぱいにつられて行ってしまいますよ。こんな立って歩くこともできない状態で私にどうしろってのよ。一言手を貸せとお申し付けいただければすぐにでもお力添えできますが。いいわよ。どうせ胸じゃ天音には勝てないし。わかりました。みちる様がそこまでおっしゃられるのであれば、この小峰幸喜んでみちる様の砂遊びに加わらせていただきます。幸、こんなウミガメにも劣る私に優しくしてくれるなんて、あんたやっぱりいいやつだったのね。私のことはいいんです。それより頑張って原寸大プラハ城を作りましょう。うん、私も頑張ってプラハ城を作る。って原寸大？プラハ城は現在のチェコ共和国にあるお城で、長さは約570メートル、平均幅は約130メートルで、世界で最も古くて大きなお城の一つとしてギネスブックにも載っています。それ作れるの？大丈夫です。お城の外観は完璧に覚えてきましたから。いや、そういう問題じゃなくてね。さあみちる様、まずは下地となるフラッチャニの丘の再現から始めましょう。お願いだから作るのはもっと簡単なものにして。ねえ、もうだいぶ沖まで来たんだし、そろそろいいんじゃない？
Yeah, guess you're right. Let's begin the swimming lesson.
え？あ、そっち？
What's that supposed to mean? It's what we're out here for.
まあいいけど。
Okay, Makina, tell me, can you put your face underwater?
おい、そんぐらいは寮のお風呂で毎日やってんのよさ。あまね、ちょっと浮き輪持ってて。いいけど、何すんの？見よ、必殺だるま浮き。だるま浮きって何？
What? You don't know it? You learned that float in elementary school swimming class.
え？そうなの？うちの地元じゃそんなのやらなかったけどな。どうなのよ。
Alright then. Can you pull off a jellyfish float?
今度はクラゲ？
Where the turtle float involves pulling your knees to your chest, the jellyfish float has you dangle your limbs loosely down, like the corpse of an Indian soldier carried along the Yagachi River.
なんとなくわかるけど、他の言い方はなかったのかな。
Alright, Makina. Try to feel the bitter regrets and stubborn pride of a freedom fighter, gunned down by the colonialists before your dream of an independent nation could be realized. Yes, good!
何がいいのかさっぱりわからないし、これって楽しいの？
Okay, next up, we'll do a dead man's float. Tuck your chin toward your chest, extend your limbs straight out, and keep yourself horizontal. Consciously keep yourself slim and streamlined, like you've become a submarine.
急速先行！ベーンと開け！
Oh? Looking pretty good. However, your butt's floating up a bit. Main tank, short blow.
ちょいブロー！
Take her down 16, up periscope.
深さ16！潜望鏡上げ！さ、泳ぎを教えてるんだよね。
Yes, what about it? Look at that. She's maintaining a beautiful horizontal. If you can float this well, it's just as good as swimming.
そうかな。
You seem dubious, Amane. But can you do the same? I kind of get the feeling you wouldn't be able to keep up this level of float. What with those oversized ballast tanks?
何よそれ。
パイオツのことなのよさ。なんかお風呂に浮かべたザボンのようにでかいからバランス悪いのよきっと。
まあ確かに足の方から沈むわね私。
なんかさっきから顔出したまま平泳ぎしてるけど、もしかしてあんまね潜れない人？
いいでしょ、潜れなくても泳げれば。
あまねは脂肪が多いから沈まないのよさ。
脂肪って言うなもう。
Meanwhile,
寂しい。ねえ榊さん、あなたさっきからそうしてずっと本を読んでいるけれど海には入らないの？
ええ、自分から進んで入ろうとは思いませんね。
どうして？誰かが誘ってくれるのを待っているの？
別にそういうわけではありませんし、誘われたところで何らかの理由をつけて断ると思います。
せっかく海に来たのに。
そうおっしゃられる学園長はなぜ海に入らないのですか？
私泳げないのよ。さすがにこの年でイリスさんと一緒にバタ足の練習をするわけにもいかないでしょ。
つまり技能的な問題で海には入れないというわけですね。
まあそういうことになるかしらね。
私は精神的な問題で海には入りたくないんです。
精神的というと海に何か嫌な思い出でも？
いいえ、温室育ちを自白するようで恥ずかしいのですが、ただ単純に海はなんだか不衛生な気がして入りたくないんです。
ああ、それはなんだかわかるような気がするけど、だったらどうして海に行こうって話が出た時に反対しなかったのかしら。
それは普通に仲間意識というか、これでも一応わがままなお嬢様と思われないような努力はしているつもりです。
一人で反発して品種を買うのも嫌だし、かといって仲間外れにされるのもごめんこうもると。
そうです。おかしいですか？
いいえ、ただあなたを見ているとなんだか昔の自分を見ているようで重はゆいわね。
子供じみた真似をしているという自覚はあります。笑わないでください。
笑ってなんかいないわ。でもそうね、あなたには必殺の言葉を教えてあげましょう。
必殺？
ええ、必殺。私が学生の頃友達に教わったのだけれど、結局一度も口にしたことはないわ。
一度も口にしたことがないのに必殺なんですか？
ええ、だからあなたが試してみてくれない？
はあ。
遊んだ遊んだ、たっぷり遊んでお腹が減ったのよさ。晩ご飯まだ？
今 今天音さんが車でお肉と野菜を買いに行ってるから、もう少し待ってね。
夕飯はバーベキューよね。本当に私は何もしないでいいの？
はい、お任せください。
ちょっとバーベキューはいいけどご飯は？私晩ご飯はお米がないと満足しないわよ。いろいろ体力使っちゃったからね。
それなら大丈夫です。今あちらで風見さんが飯盒でご飯を炊いてますから。
ああ、そうならいいけど、あいつちゃんと炊けるの？
結構上手なのよ。
へえ。
風見くん、何か手伝うことはあるかしら？
Oh, Sakaki. I'm fine. Nothing to worry about here. I'm used to cooking rice outdoors.
飯盒一つなのね。
It's round, unlike the elliptical military models, so it can cook a full meal for 5. Even split between the 7 of us, it'll be around 235 grams of each. A typical bowl of rice is maybe 150, so there should be more than enough.
そうね。
What is it? Still need me for something?
そうじゃないけど、私がいると邪魔？
You're not in my way, but this isn't exactly interesting to watch, you know?
ええ、分かっているわ。
You're a strange one.
あなた、何でもできるのね。
Well, pretty much anyone can handle cooking rice in a simple aluminum mess kit.
見ていたけど、あなた、泳ぎも随分と達者なようね。
Well, as much as the next guy, I guess. It's probably because I've spent so much time in harsh circumstances, where the ability to cook rice and swim competently are simple prerequisites for survival. But neither of these strikes me as anything worth boasting about. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since the last time I swam in the sea for fun.
そうなの？なんだかあなた、アウトドアとか好きそうじゃない？普段は山が多いのかしら？
No, it's more that I've spent time in the sea for work, but it's been longer since I took a swim for pleasure. Let's see. I guess the last time was a summer camp back when I was in middle school?
あなた、中学校はアメリカだったのでしょ？
Yeah. But either way, it's probably a little different from the sort of camp you're imagining, Sakaki.
どう違うの？
That's a little hard to explain, but alright. So at the end of my 6-month first term at that school, there was an exam to determine whether we'd be promoted from reserve student candidate to reserve student. One day, our instructor gets the group together and says, "In 1 week, you'll be taking a cruise to a southern island for a week of relaxing fun in the sun." A cruise might sound nice, but we were getting crammed into a ship carrying a bunch of reserve candidates from another branch. The boat was taking them out for naval training, and dropping us off pretty much as an afterthought. So, anyway, on the way to our destination, we stopped by a port to resupply on fuel. It happened to be a Navy base, so a bunch of students like us weren't allowed off the ship. They kept us waiting for hours at the mouth of the harbor. We arrived at the port in the morning, but we were still sitting there late in the afternoon. It was just about this time of day, actually. So the sun starts to go down, and we're still standing in the mouth of the harbor with our anchor dropped. No idea how long they plan to keep us waiting. Might be here all night, you know. So we started preparing dinner. But of course, we're talking about making food for 100 people all at once. When the ship's sailing, the ventilation is fine. When you're sitting there anchored, that's not the case. The warm air from the cooking made the interior of the ship unbearably hot in no time at all. Our entire cruise group, along with all the naval guys who weren't on duty, came out on deck in a desperate attempt to get a little cool. But this was a southern island, right near the equator, so it was hardly an improvement. At that point, our squad leader pressed the instructors for permission to swim and managed to get the okay. So everyone jumped into the sea from the deck and played around for a while.
それがあなたが海で最後に遊んだ思い出？
Yeah, guess so.
だってその後キャンプに行ったのでしょ？そこでは遊泳はしなかったの？
Didn't really have the time to play around at that camp. They dropped us off at some uninhabited anonymous island surrounded by rocks. There wasn't a decent bit of level ground on the entire barren island, let alone a sandy beach. They loaded us on a launch with our personal equipment and some chickens, then dropped us off there for our fun in the sun.
鶏?
Live ones, as rations. Place didn't have much in the way of water, let alone food, so they released 20 birds. Told us to do what we wanted with them. Capture them and make them lay eggs, snap their necks and eat them raw, whatever.
中学生にしては随分と過酷なサマーキャンプね。
You think? People did give up and fail the test, but it was pretty rare for anyone to die, so our instructors always said it was practically a vacation.
少なくとも私には絶対に無理だわ。そんな環境。
Yeah. You don't seem like you'd be particularly good at that sort of thing.
そうね。ものの数時間で音を上げる自信があるわ。
Now that I think about it, maybe I should apologize for making you tag along on a little outdoor expedition today.
気にしないでいいわ。
You ended up not going under the water, though. Looked like you were reading the whole time. Kind of wasted your time, didn't we?
いつもと違う環境というのはそれなりに価値があったと思うし、そもそも本当に嫌だったら最初から来ないわ。私はそういう女よ。
True enough.
でも
But?
あなたがいなければ私は来なかったわ。きっと。
I see. So it's my fault after all. Sorry, Sakaki.
いや、そういうことではなくて。
おいユージー、お肉と野菜買ってきたよ。ご飯はもう炊けた？
Yeah, it'll be cooked soon.
じゃあさ、そっち終わったらこっちのかまどに火を起こすの手伝ってくれる？
Fine. I'll be over in a minute. So, what were we talking about again?
もういいわ。
If you say so.
これが必殺ね。
What are you talking about?
学園長が未だに独身の理由がなんとなく分かったような気がしただけよ。
What? Where is this coming from?
なんでもないわ。
I've come to believe that the desire to talk in cryptic circles may be a defining characteristic of the female gender. It seems Sakaki is no exception to the general rule. By the time we've finished off our barbecue dinner, the day is beginning to grow dark in earnest. All of a sudden, Amane snaps her fingers, trots off to her mini-truck, and opens the passenger door.
ね、花火やらない？
Fireworks.
さっき買い出しに行った時、ついでに買っておいたの忘れるところだったわ。ねえ、アマネ、ロケットは？ロケット花火ないの？ロケット花火は音が大きいし、ゴミの回収が難しいから禁止よ。花火といえばロケットでしょうよ。なんで買ってこないのよ。あんた去年の夏も同じこと言って危ないからやめなさいって言ったのに、ロケット花火の大量同時点火して自爆したの覚えてないの？去年は去年。今年の私を去年の私と同じだと思ったら大間違いよ。何がどう変わったのかさっぱりわからないけど、とにかく今年は禁止。おとなしくドラゴンでもやってなさい。何を？ねえちょっとユージ、あんた男なんだからわかるわよね。花火といえばロケット。爆発しないで何が花火よ。そう思わない？
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of explosions. I'd rather stick to safe fireworks. Psychological trauma might be overstating things, but when there's a sudden barrage of harsh cracks and pops nearby, I can hear the screams of ghosts burned into my ears a long time ago. And when someone sets off a flashy skyrocket in the dark night sky, it's hard to resist the instinctive urge to throw myself flat to the ground and crawl for cover. Unlike the distinct sugary sweet smell of Semtex and HMX, the odor of fireworks is reminiscent of gunpowder, so every time I catch a whiff, memories of the muddy jungle flood back into my head, and I recall the taste of blood like scorched iron on my tongue. Can't help but slightly furrow my brow. Come to think of it, you're strangely quiet, Makina. I'd think this sort of thing would be right up your alley.
興味はあるけど花火やったことないのよさ。ちょっと怖いのよ。
Don't worry, the ones you hold in your hand are perfectly safe. Want to give it a try?
うん。
The sky rockets Sachi ended up preparing faintly color the night sky one after another, burning light after images into our retinas. This time, the sharp aroma of hydrogen sulfide that reaches my nose doesn't seem as bad as all that. Probably because of the smiles and laughter of my classmates as they watch the sky at my side. I wish this could last forever. Will that childish hope vanish as quickly as the blaze of a firework in the night? Even then, I don't think I'll forget this moment. I don't think I'll ever forget that there was a time in my life when everything was peaceful and warm. And as long as I have that memory, I think I'll be able to go on living.
花火の後片付け終了しました。
ご苦労様。さて花火も終わったし帰ろっか。私たちの学園に。
そうね、そろそろ戻りましょうか。普段
それはいいけど帰りは私浜根の隣はもう嫌よ。そんなに嫌わなくても傷つくな。帰りは上りだからちゃんとおとなしく運転するわよ。
Want me to ride with you?
いいね。そのまま二人でどっか行っちゃおうか。やめなさいって。ちょうどよくマキナが寝てるからあんたはマキナ乗せて帰りなさい。なんだよもう冗談じゃない。そないケンケン怒らんでも。
スオさんの場合冗談に聞こえないから困っちゃうのよね。
学園長まで私をビッチ扱い？
I was driven to this place by a vague impatience, the desire for something. But even now, I haven't pinned down exactly what I'm looking for. Not knowing what I want, it's impossible to find a clear path forward. But in that brief moment on the beach, as transitory as the glow of the sparklers in our hands, I forgot about all that. I forgot to be anxious, frustrated. I forgot that I'm stumbling in fog. And on the return trip, the cool wind quietly blowing through the lowered car window feels strangely refreshing. The soothing touch of the air on my sunburned face feels almost like a caress. For some reason that I can't express in words, it makes me feel that it's too early to give up hope. Hey everyone, J Squared John Jeremy here. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click on subscribe and the bell icon to ensure you're kept up to date on the channel. Until next time, so long and take care.